Okay, this is Chuck Wood from chuckclicks.com, and in this video I am going to show you how to create a blog post in WordPress. Okay, alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Once you're in the dashboard and you have logged into WordPress, you have a couple of places where you can select the option to create a blog post. So one of them is right here where it says new up here at the top, and you can click here and you can create a blog post from there. Second place is right here. If you click on post, you can add new here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add a new blog post. Okay, so I'm clicking on add new, and it should bring up a blank screen for me to create a blog post. Now, we have the option now where we have Gutenberg, and then we have the older version of the old editor, I should say, of WordPress. Right now, I'm using the old editor. In another video, I'll explain Gutenberg, because you can currently still use both the old editor, WordPress editor, or the Gutenberg editor. But we're going to go ahead and just use the old editor for now, and then in another video I'll show you how to create a blog post with the Gutenberg editor. And I'll talk more about Gutenberg a little bit later, and it's just a release of WordPress that came out in the 5.0 release of WordPress, and so it's something a little different, and folks are getting used to it, but I like it, and I'll explain that more in another video. Anyway, let's go ahead and create a blog post. So we're going to call this Chuck's, let's say a Chucky blog post. Okay, so that's going to be our title. Okay, now I have a couple of options here. I could publish this right now just with this information, but since I'm working on it, I'm gonna go ahead and just put it in draft. Okay, I'm not gonna publish it. I'm just gonna put it in draft. So that means I can work on it for a number of days or whatever I need in order to create a blog post. Now, in order to save myself some time, and also because I want to make sure that this video is fairly short, I've got some fake content, if you will, and you can go to this tool here. The reason why I like this tool is because it will give you some content that you can put in there and see what your blog post is going to look like. Like if you wanted to add a picture or something like that with some text in there, then you have an opportunity to do that. And they have this fake text here, which I think is, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Italian or what. I'm not even sure. But anyway, we're just going to go ahead and take this text here, and we're going to copy this. Okay, then we'll go back over to our blog post, and you have, just so you know, you have a visual editor here and you have a text editor. Now, don't assume because it says text editor that it's just for your text. That is really where the code is, and we'll look at that in just a second here. But you want to just have this visual. Oops, not sure why I did that. And we'll go ahead and let me pull this up so it's away from my picture there. We'll go ahead and paste this in there. Okay, so now we got some text. Let's get a little bit more just for the fun of it here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this here, and let's take this with it just so we have kind of a flow here. Or let's see, now let's go ahead and do a space and go ahead and put this in there. So now we've got something a little bit different. Now the beauty of WordPress is that it is a what they call WYSIWYG type editor, and is what you see is what you get. So basically, this is what your post will look like when I say it'll look like this, the font and things like that, it will show you that. Of course, when you look at it on your website, it's going to look different because it's going to be on your website and it's going to look different from this back-end editor. But anyway, as you can see, we've got things that are highlighted, and it uses some of the same codes that you're probably familiar. And if you're not, I'll let you know that it's a part of similar to Word. And I think a lot of us have used Microsoft Office. But for example, this is a paragraph here. Okay. Now this is considered a header. So that's header 2. So if I wanted to add another header, for example, in this, I could take this and we're going to copy this and let's put it up here. But let's do this. Let's make this header 1 so you can see what that'll look like. And so now I'm gonna make that header 1, and I want to center this since this is the main header. Okay, so we'll put it there. Now, now that I have this information put in there, I can also let's add a image just for the fun of it, and we're going to go up here and we can say add media. And let's see, let's put where we want to put the media. We're going to put the media right there for now. So we're going to add media. Okay, and let's just grab a picture. We'll just grab this guy here. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and insert that. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but we're going to go ahead and insert that, insert into post. I'm going to move that back over so I'll be out of the way later. And just insert into post. Okay, so now that's inserted into post. Now it kind of threw the text off, but what you can do to fix that is if I highlight this and I do this so that the text will wrap around. Right now, this little bar up here is showing no alignment. This is aligned to the right. This is to center. We're going to do this so it'll wrap around that picture. Okay, so now we got this guy in there. And the other thing we're going to do real quick is let's just so you can see, again, this is just a little quick demo. I'll probably go into more detail all the things that you can do with a blog post, but let's add a little more text. If I can get it to move down here, we're going to go over here and we'll just move down, and we're going to add some more text. Again, just so you can see what you can do and you can see what it looks like. And we're going to go and copy this time. And this time, right after that, we're going to add some more media. Because again, I just want you to see how this all works. And we're going to paste that in. Actually, I'm just going to do put that back over there. Oh, okay, I think I need to go there. And I'm going to do this. Okay, so I'm just going to put another set of text or some text. And the next thing I want to do is I want to add a video. Okay, and again, I just want to show you this quickly because we'll go into more detail later. But let's go to YouTube right quick, and let's go ahead and oops, yeah, cool. And let's grab a video. And I won't be too picky about the video that we select, but let's go ahead and select yeah, we'll take this Babe Ruth video. Okay, so all you have to do in order to add this video to WordPress, which WordPress, it makes it very easy, and when we look at Gutenberg later, they've even made it easier to use video on WordPress. But you can go here and you just look at the share button. Okay, click the share button, I should say. Okay, and what we're going to do, we're just going to take this, copy this here. Oh, we picked up the, let's pause that. Let's go back, let me pause that. Okay, now let's go, let me try to share that again. and we're going to copy. Okay, so I've got it copied. Now I'm going to go back over to my site, and we're just going to go down here and put that video here. So I just paste that YouTube, and then watch YouTube do its thing. I mean WordPress. So now we've got that video in there. We can center this. So if I wanted to center it, I believe we can. And I think actually I can center it in the code, and I won't do that today, but you can center it, and I thought they had set it up where you could center it within the video, and I don't see that. So we're going to go ahead and insert that. Okay, and the video is inserted. So now let's go ahead and save this as a draft again. Okay, so now we've got it saved. And let's take a look at it once it's done. I haven't published it, so it's not on my website officially for the world to see, but it's kind of slow. There we go. I'm not sure why that was so slow, but it's cleared up. Now let's go ahead and view this post. Let's see what it looks like. We're just going to open this up in another tab. Okay, so this is Chucky's blog post. If you scroll down, we should have a video there also. There's the video. And it'll play right there on your site. Okay. Which is kind of cool. Okay. So, we have a blog post created. And you can see that the headings are there. There are H1 heading here, our H2 heading here, and then these are paragraphs, our title, and our video. Okay, so I wanted to show you just how easy it is to create a blog post. Now, the only thing we didn't do, let me back up and go back here. When you're ready to publish it, I'm not going to publish it here. You'll click this publish button, and that will automatically publish it. And then what that means is that it will make it available for everyone to see. Right now, I have this particular post in draft mode. So in draft mode, nobody can see this but myself, okay? Also, later we'll talk about categories and things like that, putting blog posts in categories so your users can find a particular topic that maybe they're looking for on your website. Okay, that should do it. And I would encourage you, if you are enjoying these videos or learning something, to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that way you can know when I have new trainings on WordPress and other things. And so this is Chuck at chuckclicks.com.